Welcome to the 7th session of my book study on So You Want to Talk About Race by Ijeoma Oluo. And today I'm doing chapter 16 and chapter 17, the last two chapters of the book. Chapter 16 is entitled, I just got called racist. What do I do now? For me, this was one of the more difficult chapters of the book because, I don't want to be called racist. That word racist is just charged with intensity and emotion, and it makes me sound like a hateful person if I'm a racist. And so I really don't want to be called that. She said that a lot of white people get really upset when they're called racist. They say, "Did you just call me a racist? I am not racist. I am a good person. How dare you?" It's really hard to be called racist. But she says, if you are white in a white supremacist society, then you are racist. If you are male in a patriarchal society, then you are sexist. You are racist because you were born and bred in a racist white supremacist society. And the racism that is required to uphold white supremacy is woven into every area of our lives. This does not mean you have hate in your heart, but it does mean that over the course of your life you have absorbed racist things. And this racism informs many of your decisions in ways that you're not aware and in ways you didn't even mean to. The things we buy, where we live, friends we make, books we read, people we hire. And she says, as a part of a racist society, we have contributed to the harm of people of color. These are hard things to admit or to realize, and I think a lot of us reject that. But there's something to what she's saying. And if we look inside, I think we have to admit that she's right. She says that you do not have to flog yourself for all eternity. It's kind of like being an alcoholic. You don't hear recovering alcoholics say, well, I'm not an alcoholic anymore. What they say is, I'm an alcoholic and I'm in recovery. So we can say the same thing. I'm a racist, okay, but I'm in recovery and I'm trying to overcome it. So when someone calls you a racist, she says, listen to what they're saying and try to understand the harm that your words or your actions have done, and really try to understand. She says, you cannot understand the experience of a person of color, but you can understand the harm that you have done. She says, no one owes you their time to explain this to you or to try to make you feel better. So just apologize and mean it. Chapter 17 is entitled, Talking is Great, but What Else Can I Do? And she says, yeah, that's right. Words are important, but actions are even more important. And so she gives a list of a number of things that we can do to be anti-racists, and including voting locally, getting involved in your schools for equality, bearing witness to people of color, supporting unions, buying from Black-owned businesses, demanding change in society, and working for diversity. So that's the last of my sessions, and thank you for watching these videos.